That sounds like a name of a child band.
There's
Too
too
many
many
ponies.
ponies.
Too many ponies that I couldn't kill or delete.
That one sounds like
What?
more of an alternative band.
Fallout Boy
That sounds
title.
like a real. That is
Yeah.
a Fallout Boy title. It
My
also
daughter and I
sounds
were
kind
just
of
talking
like-
about how their song names make absolutely no sense. Like we were,
Yeah, it's
a
great.
song came on shuffle, and it's just like, "Oh, do you know this song?" And I said, "Yes, but I have no idea what it's called." Yeah, and we looked it up, and the name I can't remember what it was, but it's like our lawyers made us change the name of this song.
Okay,
It's
that
just like,
one's great though. The reason that they did was because they kept
Lord.
getting they kept getting in their record label kept trying to make them change the names of songs so that they wouldn't be like long. And so that one they made them change the name, so they named it. Our lawyers made us change the name of this song. And the lawyers were like, well played. It's also why Thanks for the Memories doesn't have any vowels in it. Because they were like,
yeah.
oh, you have to have shorter song titles. So they were like, okay, here's Thanks for the Memories, but only the consonants.
I mean, we knew what they meant, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, our lawyer made us change the name of the song. I still don't remember which of their songs that is. Like
Like you wouldn't know what the lyrics
no,
are.
if you played me that song, I wouldn't know that that was the one with that name. I know the song. If you played it for me, I'd recognize it, and then I know the title. And if you read it to me, I'd recognize it. But I have nothing that cross references.
Oh,
the two.
yeah. I was, real
There's
quick,
a-
if it wasn't obvious, I was an emo kid in high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pinpointed.
There's a great song by NoFX called "We Threw Gasoline on the Fire and Now We Have Stumps for Arms."
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and No Eyebrows.
Wow.
That's also in the title.
I was punk alternative in high school, and then I became pastel in college, so that was a turnaround.
I was emo,
If you're a
but
punk, did you like
leaning also
NoFX?
towards kind of grunge and punk. It was emo, but like I was really sloppy.
Like
and
Green
I
Day?
pop punk. Yeah, I fucking love Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day's great.
Okay,
American Idiot was like their
Linkin
best
Park.
album
Oh.
that they'll ever do.
Yeah.
It's like-
Incredible.
it's a
But,
life's
like,
work. I hope they're
early-
proud of it because they're never gonna beat it. It's so
Early
good.
2000s punk music is so fucking
Mhm.
good.
It's great.
Like Empire Strikes Back
141.
by
Yeah.
the band whose name I can't remember right now. Oh, it's such a good fucking album too.
I think I know that one.
It's an amazing album.
Isn't my brain just went to the vampire thing in Scooby Doo instead?
The Hex Girls?
Yeah. No.
Oh, I like the Hex Girls.
Oh yeah,
Their
no,
songs
it's
are
fucking
actually really
great.
good. I think
Yeah.
it came up in my Spotify. I'm like, what is this? And I found out it was the band that was on Scooby Doo. I'm like, what? What's that
But
one?
oh gosh, yeah. So in middle school is when I started dressing punk, actually, and I was in a private school, so that didn't go very well.
I would do
Um,
terribly in a private, and I would have done so badly in a school with uniforms.
I actually wasn't. We had to wear polos, so I was wearing skinny jeans with like chains and like like plaid and different stuff like that. And my hair was all sorts of different stuff, but we had to wear polos, so it was such like. Was wearing like a black polo with a skull on it, and they're like, "Stop!" I'm like, "It's a polo. Leave me alone."
Technicality.
Technicality. You never
Were you
said
thinking of
what-
Bad Religion, Empire Strikes
Yes,
First?
thank you. I
Yeah.
literally just found it. Empire Strikes First. Thank you. Bad Religion, Empire Strikes First.
Yeah. I
That
like
is a
them.
fucking good album. It's such a yeah. It's such a fucking good album.
See, because I was in a private school, I could only listen to a lot of like Christian music. So I was living off of Skillet, and
Oh,
Oh my
Skillet
god,
is-
I
Skillet
also
is
listen
religious?
to Skillet. Yeah, they are.
Skillet's
I
religious.
had no
I didn't
idea.
know that until way after I'd stopped listening to them. I listened to them in high school as well. Their music
But,
still
like,
some of it's pretty good.
I
They're
was
like
just
really
like-
heavy though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 Foot Crush.
You would
and
be
Skillet.
surprised by some of
like,
the metal bands that are
um,
weirdly religious.
Oh, jeez, what's the
Striper.
System of a Down?
Oh, System of
System of a
Down
Down.
is?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
They got a lot of
I
weird
don't know.
songs though.
It's so funny because with Skillet, if you're not paying attention like completely, you can honestly imagine so much different things because they're always talking about God, but in like the actual, if you're listening to lyrics, it does not sound like that at
Well,
all.
actually,
No.
you could take any song that's about a girl or something or a boy or whatever, something about someone, and you could you could say that's about God, or you could take one that's about God and say that's about someone's
Exactly.
interested
You
in.
know how
Right?
many little
the
AMVs
thing-
of different Yu-Gi-Oh characters were inside my head to Skillet?
Oh my god. The thing is that if you have absolutely like zero religious context because you didn't know really anything about religion, you cannot tell.
No, you cannot.
You're just like, this fucking
Falling in the
slaps. Nice.
black,
Yeah.
slipping through the cracks.
I just saw Ghost play live in Seattle, and yeah, you can't mistake that one for being not God. They definitely
God.
keep the subject matter satanic, but they made it so fun. They took
Oh
Satanism and took
God.
out all the violence and added kind of sexiness, and it's like this is awesome.
Woo!
Yep.
I mean, my dad's favorite band when I was younger was Nightwish. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's a
Oh,
Oh
symphonic
yeah, I
metal.
They're
love
awesome.
Nightwish.
Yep.
We saw that in concert. It was
Oh,
amazing.
that would be nice.
It was
Mm.
amazing. But I imagine, have you heard of Dead Boy's Poem?
No.
So Dead Boy's Poem, I used to terrify my cousin to because it was essentially a little boy mumbling a poem while like Tarja like was like singing in the background. Was it Tarja? Yeah, it was Tarja because it wasn't Annette or Floor. And it was like um and I didn't know the poem itself either, but I was like telling my cousin, if you don't say the poem, the boy's gonna get you.
You mean the song from Nightwish, or the singer from
Yeah,
Nightwish was in this other band? Or is this just a song?
No, Dead Boy's Poem is a song by Nightwish. It came out
Oh,
in
okay. I
Wishmaster.
don't know
It
that
was in
one.
Wishmaster. But it was like, I live no more to shame, nor me nor you. I'm sorry. Born from silence, silence full of it. A perfect concert, my best friend. So much to live for, so much to die for. If only my heart had a home. But like, there's like an entire thing that was like, if you read this line, remember not the hand that wrote it. Remember only the verse, the songmakers cry, the one without tears. And like all this entire thing. And that part, I would be like, if you don't say this, the boy's gonna get you, to my cousin. And we were like 6 and 7 in the back of like a car going like 80 miles per hour because my dad speeds like a maniac. And my dad has no idea what's going on in the back seat. And I'm just bullying my cousin because she doesn't know the song. Or I would always beg my dad to play what I called the 14-minute song, which is Poet and the Pendulum, Dark Passion Play.
Was
If
it
you
really
know that.
14 minutes?
It is 14 minutes, yeah. Their
That's
longest song is
horrible.
21. Their longest song is
What the fuck is
21
wrong
minutes.
with this band?
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But I always
I
begged
could
my
never
dad.
do a 21-minute song. I'd get so bored.
Jess, how long is
Well-
Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner?
A 21-minute
Not
song.
nearly that.
It's like 11
A
or something.
21-minute song
Inagata
is
Vita
the
is like 17,
music
I think.
equivalent.
Yeah.
A 21-minute song is the music equivalent of a 3-hour movie.
Right. But like the one
Yep.
thing about the Poet and the Pendulum song at the very least is it wasn't like the same everything over and over. There was in fact actually a part where there's like just dragons just screaming in the background and it's the funniest fucking shit. It was my favorite part. Like there's just dragons or like just sounds of like metal, but like it's such a good song. I would beg my dad to play that song, not realizing it was the first song of the album.
Yeah, like the Green Day has like their 9-minute songs that they put like one of on their latter albums ever since Jesus of Suburbia, I think. And they're all really good and varied. Like it's basically made up of small 45-second songs linked together with a theme. And
Well-
yeah, so good.
American Idiot had a bunch of songs that were 2 songs. Like Holiday and Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Yeah.
But Jesus of Suburbia is like 9 songs or more. Like,
That's a great fucking song too.
yeah.
I do love I love this fucking, that's another album that I fucking love.
If you like metal, you should try giving
I
Nightwish
don't.
a try. It's symphonic metal, if that helps.
Yeah.
But
Like
so it's like
operatic metal and
and
some.
like orchestra in the
Yeah.
background instead of like extreme metal and guitars and stuff like that. But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it so much.
Actually, I like them, but I think I like Leaves' Eyes better. Have you heard Leaves' Eyes?
Oh no.
And what was the one you got me into, Jess?
Within Temptation?
Yeah, Within
Oh,
Temptation.
that's a good
That's
one.
another good one too.
That one's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, Jesus of
Saw them
Suburbia
live,
is
too.
5
Oh
songs.
yeah.
Whew.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Jesus of Suburbia, City of the Damned, I Don't Care, Dearly Beloved, Tales of Another Broken Home.
Ooh.
And they're
Now
all roughly like 1 to 2 minutes.
Now I need to see how many songs are inside of Nightwish's 21-minute song, because that one was within Endless Forms Most Beautiful, I'm pretty sure.
And then near the end of the album is the song Homecoming, which also has 5 songs in it.
Let me take a look.
This album
I
is a
was gonna
fucking
ask you at one
masterpiece.
point,
Was
Jess,
it?
do you
Yeah,
ever
no,
remember
it's
the band?
24 minutes. Sorry.
Oof.
Jess, do you remember the band National Velvet?
Disgusting.
I have no. So I'm
I
gonna
have
go with.
actually
I
heard that
recognize the
one.
name, but I don't
Yeah.
remember them at all.
They were like so short lived, and they were back in the 80s, I think it was, or in early 90s. And they were from Toronto. And was it like something? They just like had like 1 or 2 or like 3 albums maybe at the most, and
Only
then they were
this
gone.
information were at my fingertips.
And you can't even find it, like it was not on like any of the streaming platforms. It's just I have this one CD, and that's the only copy I could ever find. I think I had it ripped to MP3 as well, but like I can't find it on any of the streaming services. I just found it on my drive the other day and listened to it again. I was like, wow, that brings back memories. But
Oh, yeah.
they had this one song you might remember called Sex Gorilla.
That doesn't ring a bell. It
It
sounds like something I'd remember.
The original title of the song was Sarsaparilla, but because everybody in the audience started chanting Sex Gorilla, they changed the name of the song.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Different parts of that song.
All right, that's
Alright,
it for the
goodbye.
show. This is our After Strahd music show.
We were just excited. I was like, Nightwish!
Have we been streaming this whole time?
Yes, we
Oh
have.
no!
Oh,
We love you
jeez.
all.
I'm gonna cut that into
love
some
you
extra
all.
videos.
We love you all. Oh gosh.
Thanks for rating.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Night. No. No.